Hey horror fans, once again it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and today we're going to be celebrating Women in Horror Month. That's right, today during the whole month of February, we're going to be celebrating women's contribution into the horror genre, whether they have either starred in, produced, directed, written, anything they've done in front or behind the camera. This is their month. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this entire month is probably once a week, hopefully I can fulfill that obligation, I will pick a film that illustrates certain women's performance, whether either in front or behind the camera, mostly in front of the camera, and how they acted, how well they did, how well their character did, and how well it strengthens in their focal point of the movie, and not just the typical damsel in distress. So the first movie I'm going to contribute to Women in Horror Month will be the film Underworld. Now, Underworld is a 2003 action horror film. It was directed by Les Wiseman, written by Danny McBride, of all people. It was based on a story by McBride and Kevin Groenex, and by Wiseman. Basically, it is a story that centers on the secret history between vampires and lichens. Now, lichens is an abbreviated form of the word lycanthrope, which means werewolves. Of course, this is the first installment of the Underworld series. It basically stars Kate Beckensale, Scott Speedman, Michael Sheen, Shane Burley, and Bill Knightley. And that's basically what Underworld is, the first Underworld movie. Now, I'm pretty sure what you're saying, Monty G, why are you picking Underworld for Women in Horror Month? Well, you're about to find out. Obviously, the main reason why I'm picking Underworld is because of Kate Beckinsale's performance as Selene, the death dealer that she plays in this movie. She is a total badass in this movie, not because of the leather outfit that she wears throughout the picture. Kate Beckensale's performance as Selene shows not only is she capable of holding her own in a fight against werewolves and vampires. She's a strong female lead. She can hold her own. She's very resourceful. She's intelligent. She's not dumb. She can show her vulnerability at times. She tries to do the right thing for the right cause. She's very loyal to her clan, and obviously she's very loyal to Victor up until, at a certain point in the picture. And she always wants to do the right thing. And that's what makes her such a strong character, not just in this film, but the entire series as we go about. But that's one of the reasons why I'm picking Selene and why I'm picking Kate Beckinsale in this picture, because Kate Beckinsale does an excellent job in giving Selene the strength, the wisdom, the intelligence, the badassery that she does, because Selene does kick ass. And not maybe obviously she's a vampire, but she does it very well, and she does an excellent job, and that's the reason why I'm picking her and for Women in Horror Month as a very strong female character in this movie. Now, on to the review. Now, we are introduced after a long soliloquy by Selene about the endless war between the vampires and lichens. Now, one of the interesting things about this movie and this series is that vampires and lichens are not just supernatural creatures as we come to know. They're actual species that have been tainted by a strain called the Corvinus virus, which gives them their supernatural abilities. Selene is a death dealer, and basically what they do is they go out and hunt, kill, and capture werewolves, or lichens as they're called. They eventually, while following two lichens, they eventually run into a human named Michael Corvin. She suspects that something is wrong when the lichens want to take him, and she is right. Obviously, they want him for some nefarious reason, and that's basically what the picture is about when Selene finds out that there's something afoot going on, and she has to figure out the conspiracy, what's happening, before it actually destroys her coven. Again, like I said before, the reason why I picked Selene and why I picked this for Women's in Horror Month is because Selene is a badass. She holds her own in a fight. She's not afraid to go against obviously powerful lichens, whether it's rays or any other powerful lichens. We see her do battle. We see her do battle with some of the lichens when she shoots them or fights them. When she fights other vampires as well. Plus, she's also loyal to her cause. despite the fact that she's constantly bombarded by Craven, who wants her because he can't have her, but he wants her anyway, and she rebuffs his advances. She's a very interesting character, and that's one of the reasons why I love Selene and why I love this picture. Also, another reason why I love this picture is because how the film is looked, how the cinematography of the film. Obviously, it has a not a graphic, gothic style setting. How the camera plays on the grays and the silver, how it looks on the screen. And you can tell the difference between the two species. With the vampires, they're elegant, they're sophisticated, they're charming, and the lichens or werewolves, they're dingy, they're dirty, they're disgusting, they live in the sewers. You can tell how the two worlds are different apart, but they still have that gothic period piece look in them. The fact that this was filmed, I believe, in Hungary also makes it a great setting as well. So there I give Les Wiseman and his crew of how they filmed this picture. Very great filming, very great visuals as well. And of course, like I said before, Kate Beckensale does an excellent job as Selene. Like I said before, when she needs to kick ass, she will kick ass. When she knows when she has to protect her club, and she will do what is necessary in order to protect it, even if it means she has to go against the rules when she has to awake Victor, even though she knows that she doesn't have the necessary skills to awaken the elder, one of the elders, vampires of her coven. And we also have to give Scott Speedman. He's in this film. Also, I love. I think it's Shane Broley, or I can't forget which one it is. It is Shane Broley, who plays the vampire known as Craven, who obviously he has some underlying handling in trying to gain power. And I love his character. You obviously come to hate him, and he does a pretty good job. I also like Michael Sheen as Lucian, the leader of the Lycan. He does what he does in this part right there. But you got to give it. The person really steals the show is Victor. Bill Knightley does an excellent job as Victor. When he comes into the screen, he commands it. And he just takes over in every scene that he's in. And he's basically one of the best parts of this movie. Even the transformation of the werewolves are pretty good in this film, and the werewolves look good, whether it's CGI or practical effects. They do a good mixture of the werewolves as well when they transform, and when you see them in either in practical effects or in CGI. So I didn't mind the CGI part. I thought it looked great. Even the battle scenes during the third act are excellent as well, and the fight scene between Victor and Michael when he eventually becomes a hybrid is excellent as well. This is a very well made film, and I truly enjoyed it. It was an excellent entry into the vampire werewolves genre. As I stated before, again, that's one of the reasons why I picked Underworld, is mainly because of Selene. She carries this film. She does what is necessary in order to protect her species, and also to protect Michael when he is bitten by Lucian. One of the things that she does is to prevent him from killing anybody. She keeps him locked up so he doesn't kill anybody, and obviously expose the world that they're trying to keep secret. They don't want people to know that the fact that actually vampires and werewolves are like and exist. So she does what is necessary to protect them. And also, when she knows that Victor will kill them once he knows what's happening, she does what is necessary in order to protect them when she eventually finds out that she's actually fallen in love with him. So this film also has aspects of Romeo and Juliet in it as well. It's a fantastic film, and I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen it, you really should. You should see the whole series as well. Now, of course, I understand. I believe after the third one, the series does take a nosedive. The fifth one, Blood Wars, it's on my top 5 worst horror films of last year because I do believe that the series has run its course. But as far as movie is concerned, just Underworld itself, as I open up my vote, I'm going to give Underworld 4 out of my 5 gold coins. That's right, Underworld will get 4 out of my 5 gold coins. That's why I'm going to give Underworld the first of the series. You really should watch it. At this point right now, I believe that you might be able to watch Underworld, maybe on Amazon Prime, maybe on Hulu or Netflix. I don't know for sure. I believe if you want to order the box set, you can only get up to the 4 films. I don't know when the 5th one will become available, or if they will include, or they will create another box set for the 5th one that will include Blood Wars as well. But I would just watch the first 3. I wouldn't watch Awakening or Blood Wars. Those two are kind of inferior to the first 3. But you should. But if you haven't seen the first Underworld, I definitely should take it out. Like I said, it's a different take of the vampire werewolf genre or mythos. I really enjoyed it. And again, you got to give it to Kate Beckensale. She really does a good job in this movie, and I highly recommend that you watch the first Underworld. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it really does help me out. And once again, if this is your first time here, you know what you need to do. That's right. Hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and join the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down at the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules.